Quite a few of you wanted to see a review and demo using the 2 new Viseart palettes that I purchased. So I thought I would go ahead and do that for you guys today. I purchased the brow and eyeshadow palette off of the Sephora website. And then I purchased the number 2. On the back of this palette, it says Boheme Dream on there. But it's also being referred to as the Ribbons Boheme palette. I'm just gonna refer to them as the Ribbons palette and then the brow palette. And I did do a demo with these 2 palettes, which is the look that's on my eyes, and that'll be towards the end of the video for you guys. I used the brow palette on both my eyebrows, and then from the crease upwards, I think I used 2 or 3 different shades, and then I've got 3 of the shades from the Ribbons palette on my lid as well. When I had used these today on my face, I didn't have a single drop of fallout. The quality of these palettes is absolutely amazing. They build, they blend, they're pigmented. They make putting on eyeshadow really feel effortless, and that's something that I just absolutely love about all of my Viseart palettes. They're just worth every penny to me because of how well they perform on the eyes. This brow palette, I didn't think that I was going to get quite as much use out of it as I have been. I've been using it almost every single day, both for my brows and also as eyeshadow in conjunction with this guy. I think I've worn the Ribbons palette about 3 or 4 times already. Love them. Each pan in here is about 0.07 ounces a piece, which is a pretty good amount of eyeshadow, and then there are 12 pans in each palette. So now I'm going to go ahead and zoom up close and give you guys some swatches. I'm going to go ahead and start off with the brow and eyeshadow palette. This is what the packaging looks like. Wouldn't that be nice if these were removable like the Theory palettes? I just think that would be fabulous. In any event, here is the inside. These are the 3 shades right here that are your cream products. Now, initially I thought these were going to be like a waxy type of a brow product, but I feel like they're more like a cream, and they're not so pigmented and so slippery where you have to really worry about kind of getting a mess on your brows. I've been using, kind of dipping in between these 2 when I have used them. They're really nice cream brow products. So let's go ahead and swatch the creams first. They're a little bit stiffer than you would expect as well, I think, but I still quite like them. So there are the 3 creams. And then I'll swatch them kind of this way, because I kind of feel like these are blondes. These are more like warmer toned, and then here's some darker type of ones. But let's just swatch them like that. And I did read on, I can't remember what website, I read these are a little bit different formula than the eyeshadow formula, so that they can be used so easily in the brows. But I think that they blend absolutely beautiful on the eyes as well. They're really gorgeous. And we'll do these 3. I think I've used almost every shade in here at some point on whether it's my brows or my eyeshadow. And then this last row. The only thing I feel like this palette's missing is a matte brow bone highlight, but then again, it's not, I don't think, intended to be like a full shadow palette, if you know what I mean, but I think there is an eyebrow tone in this palette for every hair color. I really do. So those are all the powders in there. Here is the number 2 Boheme Dream palette. I've also heard it called the Ribbons Boheme. I think they're kind of being used interchangeably. And then there's a palette that looks like all these colors on the Sephora website, but they're all matte. So, and it's called Boheme 02 on there as well, so I'm really confused by it. But I purchased this one off of Muse Beauty Pro. So I'll do them in 3s downwards like that, because they're kind of sectioned in color families as such. Now, all of the shades in here are shimmery. They're so pretty. I have not used, I think these are the only 3 that I haven't used in the palette yet. Now we'll do these greens, which I did use this light green on my eyes today, and I also used a bit of this deeper teal shade, or emerald kind of a color. Oh, they're so pretty. These eyeshadows, they just really get me going. And then the pinks. So I wore these, yesterday in the, or was it the day before yesterday when I did the Sephora VIB haul, I was wearing these pink guys in that video. And then lastly this is like a silver and these blues, which I've got this guy right here on the center of my lid today. So beautiful, like so beautiful. So I think it's safe to say that I'm pretty much in love with these palettes, as I am with pretty much all of my Viseart palettes, including the new Theory palettes. They're so pretty. They just absolutely perform wonderful. Now, if you're interested in seeing the look that's on my eyes and how these two perform, you can hang tight and we'll get into it right now. I already went ahead and primed my lids from the lash line to underneath the brow with the NYX eyeshadow bases. I mixed a little bit of 03 with 01. Going in with the Hakuhodo S133, I'm going to dip into this bright green shade and put that on the first third of the lid. That's somebody who's cruising around on a four-wheeler outside. That's what that is. Using the same brush, I'm going to go into this blue shade, and I'm going to put that one on the center and blend it into the green. Then I'm going to take the side of that brush and dip into this shade right here, which is kind of a teal green. And I'm going to put that one out here and fade it into the blue. Then using a Chikuhodo GSN9, I'm going to go into this shade from the brow and eyeshadow palette. I'm going to put that one through the crease. I don't know what's going on out there. Somebody's driving around like crazy. Then using a Hakuhodo J5523, I'm going to dip into that shade. And I'm going to start to buff out the crease color. These products are just so easy to work with. I have like not a speck of fallout thus far. Since there isn't a matte highlight color in either of those palettes, I'm going to go in with this Kevin Kwan Single Shadow in number 101 Bone, which is just a matte cream color. I could totally use a highlight from one of my other Viseart palettes, but I don't want to like wear down them if I can use this, since the other ones don't have one. That probably sounds nuts. I'm going to take a fluffy Hakuhodo brush here and put this underneath the brow. And just buff it into that color I put down earlier. And it's just like, they're just so easy. Let's just roll on into some eyebrows. I've got this synthetic Real Techniques brow brush, and I'm going to go into this color of the cream. And I'm just going to like pick up a little bit of this and kind of feather it in there. Just a little bit. This actually does give a little bit of a tint to the brows, but I'm just going to use it kind of as a base and to show you guys, because the powders work by themselves really nice. On a Goss 21 brush, I'm going to dip into this shade right here, and I'm going to put that one in the front of the brows. Still using the same color. Then I'm going to go ahead and dip into the color right next to that one and put that one on the outer portion of my brow. Lastly, for the brows, I like to run a little bit of brow tint through them. This is the Ulta brand in Light, which has been my current favorite. It's a very reminiscent of the Benefit Gimme Brow. And I like to comb them for the most part straight up. I just like to give them some, I don't know, some added texture. I'm going to go ahead and finish up my eye makeup and I'll be right back to put on some lips for you guys. I'm going to line my lips with the Clinique Quick Liner for Lips in the shade Sky Violet. And to fill them in, I've got the Clinique Pop Lip Color Plus Primer in number 12 Fab Pop. So there's the overall finished look using these two new Viseart palettes. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen and I'll see you guys later. Bye.